Okay, so again, making sure that my base is nice and flat, nice and even. Okay, on the side, I'm gonna bring it in a little bit because I think I want a smaller base than what I started with. You also need to check the thickness of your bowl before you start trimming so that you know how much you can take off and how much you can't take off. Okay, so now I don't want to go all the way down my bowl, okay, because what I threw is what you want to end up with. But for my base, I don't know, I can go about 1/2 inch or so down the side to get my foot the way that I want it. Okay, I'm gonna round this out a little bit. Okay, my base is almost where I want it. Okay, so I have a nice flat base. All right, much better than what it looked like before. The edge is nice and smooth. Okay, now I'm going to take my needle and I have to draw 2 lines. Okay, so I'm gonna kick it again. So I have to hold my hand nice and straight. I'm gonna draw 1 line in the center and then 1 line where I want it to curve out, okay? So now this creates where my foot will go, okay? So now I'm gonna take my small ribbon tool and I'm gonna go out and take some of this inside out. Okay, holding my hand nice and straight. Going to the edge of that line that I made and just pulling it all the way to the middle, okay? So I want, I don't know, a good little indent here. Again, holding my hand nice and straight, pushing not too hard. Okay, and then kind of pulling it to the middle. Make sure I get rid of some of that clay, make it nice and flat in there. Okay, kick it again, it's starting to slow down. Holding my hand nice and straight, or nice and still, and in one spot. Okay, if you get all those cooties in there, just take them off. You don't want a cone shape, you want it nice and flat. Make it nice and even. Okay, so once I get that where I want it, a nice indent. Okay, now I'm gonna start on the other side over here. Okay, holding my arm in one spot, kind of pushing down. Okay, going out towards the side, and then rounding that as well. Okay, I'm gonna go again. Okay, pushing down. Okay, pulling it to the side. Making a nice curved side. Okay, now if you look, okay, and get all these little cooties off, this kind of created a little ring around my foot. This is my foot area. Okay, so I have to take this off. It's a little too wet, so what I can do is I can go back with my big ribbon tool and lightly take off that layer right there. Okay, I don't want to push too hard because then my foot will be gone again. Okay, so I just evened it out a little bit. I'm gonna go back and make this a little bit more distinct, pushing a little bit harder. Okay, giving it a nice foot. And again, just pulling it to the side slowly to kind of curve out the side. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Same thing, holding my hand nice and steady. Okay, just trimming that clay off and rounding my side. Okay, and I think I'm gonna go back and do the inside as well. Okay, because my base was pretty thick, so I could take quite a bit off. Okay, making sure I don't go past that line and making it nice and flat. Okay, and again over here. going quite a bit deeper. And it starts laying down, you just gotta kick it again. Okay, rounding out my side. Okay, and then I notice again that this still has a little bit of piece on it, so I'm gonna just take my big tool and kind of take that top off just a little bit. Okay, so I can go ahead and stop it, get all the cuties off, make sure I have a nice rounded edge, make sure that my foot, there's obviously a different height on my foot than the rest of the bowl, okay? So then I'm gonna go ahead and take off all this excess clay around the side. Okay, and now I have a nice side and a nice foot. Oh, there you go, so you can see it. So when it sits, okay, it sits up off the ground a little bit. Okay, you want a good foot on it.